welcome to a very late OM James. I am OM James, and today is Saturday, and it is barely Saturday. It's the very end of Saturday, the latest Saturday could ever be, and that's what it is. That's what today's Saturday is. Look at that hair going on. There you go, guys. Thanks for joining me on a Saturday night, or for my UK viewers, that thank you for joining me on a Sunday morning. But I'm glad to have you guys. Glad to be here. I'm sorry I missed out on my Friday, my Finally Friday. It's one of my favorite videos ever to do is my Finally Friday. I love doing Finally Friday, but I missed it this week. And it's for two reasons. For one, been having a lot of stuff going on at home. You know, like mostly it's the flu. The flu ransacked my entire house, and it was terrible. But also I had a bit of PayPal problems where somebody logged into my PayPal account, and I'll admit it was my fault, is because it had been so long since I had updated my PayPal password that it ended up on somebody's spammer list. Somebody who probably paid money for a list that included my username and password, my email address and password, and they logged in. Luckily for me, they were dumb enough to just, all they did was they transferred $1,000, which is nothing to those people on YouTube that make crazy money. But for me, $1,000 is a chunk of change. And they transferred it from my bank account, which was still connected to the PayPal, to my PayPal account. And then they changed my password. And the one thing they did that really set out the red flag is they changed my default language to Spanish. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I speak pretty fluent Spanish. And yet, I did not set Spanish as my native language on PayPal because it is not my native language. It's a language that I speak well and I love speaking. Wait till you guys hear me speak that. It spit out great things, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I love Spanish. Anyway, it wasn't my native language, and yet somehow that was set to it on my PayPal account. And so they logged in, and the big thing that really helped me out too is they were dumb enough. They didn't set up another source of money to send things to. They just transferred it from my bank account to my PayPal account, which means that once I got control of my PayPal account, which took very little time, PayPal has really good customer service. I was back logged in. I had my account back. I changed my password. I removed all my old phone numbers and email addresses and anything else that could have been tied to that account. Removed it all, sent it all to my current stuff. And in the end, I called my bank, and I told them that something fraudulent had happened. And one thing that really boded well for me was that it takes like 3 to 5 days for any kind of money transfer from PayPal to go through from my bank to my PayPal account. And I used to hate that. And now I'm so glad it took that long, because in the end, it cost me $30. That was the bank fee just to stop the thing. But then it stopped it and went right back in my account 2 hours from start to finish. I got up in the morning about 7 o'clock, and it was pissing me off because my bank account was negative by a lot. And by 2 hours, 2.5 hours-ish after that, I was fully set. Everything's good. Buying an iced coffee and enjoying life again. It was awesome. I took probably way too long to tell that story. No, about 3 minutes, not that long. But no, it was a big thing that I had to go through, and I spent a couple hours about ready to have a heart attack. It was nuts. And so that, and also the big conversation, I might even put a link to skip right to this part of it, is Clash Royale, you guys. I love Clash Royale. I play it. I do. I play it just about every day. But it's like playing chess every day. You know, like you enjoy chess. It's different every time you play it against somebody else. Seriously, you sit down and you play chess. Oh, I just skipped my window. Hold on. There we go. You play chess the same exact way you might every day, except better and better because you get better and better at it. But in the end, at the end of the day, it is such a simplistic game that you've got it covered and you can play it. And even if you're not the best at it, like you can, let me put it this way. Let's liken it to raking up a huge yard of leaves. Okay. So you see the leaves, you know that you can tackle those leaves and it's going to feel good the whole time. I've been there where I'm like raking up those leaves, and every single big rake full of leaf that I get, I am delighted by it. It feels awesome. When I look back upon what I've accomplished, it fills me with delight knowing that I had done something constructive, and it was awesome, and it turned out well, and I did well, and I You know, I could feel good for it, and I dug that, and it was awesome. But in the end, it was still just another yard full of leaves. Now imagine that I raked that yard full of leaves beautifully, wonderfully, as you could have ever imagined, every single time. And then there was yet another yard full of leaves, you know? And every time, and you know me, you guys know how I am. You know how I go. You know how I run, how we do this thing. I just moved a little bit because my hands went up and I was over here. Yeah. But you know how I do. I could do it like with all the fanaticism that I can muster. I can do it every single time. And I will continue to play Clash Royale. Come Monday morning, there's another Clash Royale video, and I love it. But it's a game that I played for quite a while, and I enjoy it. And like everybody else is complaining about on the YouTubes when it comes to Clash Royale, people that have millions and millions of subscribers, and they talk about how frustrating it is to log into Clash Royale. And I don't want to be just another one of those people. I'm not, I swear. But just like you know exactly what I'm talking about, is that Clash Royale is getting old, you guys. You know, it's a fun game, and people have made careers on that game. Careers that I might add are nothing like they were when they started, but they are now beautiful, wonderful careers. Started off the back of Clash Royale, some kind of game that was beautiful, and I love that game. I still do. I still play it. I still want to play it on this channel. But it's a big difference if I change the focus of this channel. It used to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Clash Royale, 3 days a week. I had Tuesdays that became Doomsday Tuesday, which I would play Doom-based games every single week. And then I did Thirsty Thursday, which was any game I wanted to play. And Thirsty Thursday, of course, you could imagine, became the day of the week I look forward to every single week. That was my day. That's the day that I want to play games, is Thirsty Thursday, because it could be anything. And it was usually some Nintendo. And that's what led to Wednesday, was that I love playing Nintendo games. I love playing those games, and I wanted to have a day that was devoted just to that. Because I want to play games with you guys. I love playing games. I want to share the experience. You know, I grew up playing 2-player games on consoles, and nowadays there's no second player. There's nobody else sharing the split screen with me. Maybe my son, Silas, that he shares the split screen with me. But other than that, it's me playing games. And I want to share that experience with you guys. And I hope you enjoy it, and I think you do. It sounds like, from what I understand, what I've heard, that you guys enjoy that, and I want to continue to do that. And I'm going to continue to do that, but what am I going to do if I'm not playing Clash Royale? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to become completely different days of the week for me, you know? It's a total directional change, like a moral fiber, not moral. What's it? Contextual fiber change, we'll put it that way, from the core of who I am. That's gonna, I just bumped my mic, sorry about that. Let's get a big part of what I do and what we do on this channel that's gonna change if I take Clash Royale out of it. And I'm not afraid to do that. I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to play any kind of games that I want to and you guys want to, and doing more thematic days. And this channel might change dramatically, taking Clash Royale out of the picture, and I'm not ready to do that yet. But for right now, it's gonna be Monday and Friday, as it is right now, playing Clash Royale, and maybe that's all going to disappear. And then my channel, which started off as Monday, Wednesday, Friday Clash Royale, is eventually going to change into something other completely than that. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm actually very excited to imagine what kind of themes we can come up with, what kind of games we can play together on here, and what kind of ways we can play with the genre, what kind of ways we can throw skits into the mix, like what kind of ways we can turn this channel into something amazing and great. I can't wait to see what that's going to be. But in the meantime, Clash Royale. Take it or leave it. Would you? Take it or leave it. That's what we're talking about. And on that note right there, you guys, you can probably tell it's about the end of the video right here. Monday and Friday. I'm sorry I missed this last Friday. First episode I've missed so far. My entire show, by the way. It was this last Friday. It was Finally Friday. And this is my favorite episodes to do. I love Finally Friday, and I missed it. That I'm not going to make a habit of that. I'm not the kind of person who disappears for a week on end and goes, I didn't have motivation. I couldn't find the will to make a video. That's not me. I'm the guy who says, I made the video even though I couldn't find motivation. And in the end, it was an amazing video. That's the kind of guy I am. So I will see you guys bright and early on Monday morning with a Clash Royale video. until I decide what else to do with it. But I honestly, sincerely apologize that I missed out on Finally Friday. And I will see you guys next Finally Friday. I will not miss another weekday as best I can help it. And thank you guys for sticking with me. You know who you are. You know who you are. You are the real MVP. For real. See you guys in the morning.